I'm Austan Goolsbee of the Council of Economic Advisors, and I was just sitting here reading this Reuters article. Headline is Consumers to Benefit as Credit Card Law Debuts. And I was just remembering that the credit card law that goes into effect today was one of the very first consumer protections that President Obama got put in place. And he received thousands of letters of people complaining about all sorts of practices that credit card companies were behaving in that they really shouldn't. It was the Wild West and things were out of control. This bill that's going into effect today is going to change many things to protect consumers. The first is it's going to put everything above board so that if you get a credit card application, when you read it, there's going to be simple and clear disclosure of what the terms are. I have a PhD in economics. I can barely read what these things are, much less you need reading glasses as small as print your printer can print. This is going to change that so anybody can sit down and in plain language understand what their credit card bill says. The second thing is it's going to prohibit a whole bunch of things that the credit card companies did, the kind of evil genius that some of these companies engaged in, like setting your due date to be at 9 a.m. on the due date. So even if you got the bill there on time, if the mail comes after lunch, you get a late fee because you missed your payment deadline. Things like that, they're just preying on people not understanding the legal parts of these contracts, and it doesn't make any sense. Or moving the due date around at different days in the month, or sending you only 7 days notice to pay your bill. It's going to prohibit rate increases in various unfair circumstances. It's going to prohibit rate increases based on what happened on some other bill having nothing to do with this credit card bill. So a number of things that just make it clear, make it honest, protect the consumer, and lay it out for you so that you don't get tricked into doing things or getting fees that you didn't know about. The credit card industry had more than $15 billion of fees last year. It's become a great business model for them. But in times like this, America can't afford that. This is exactly the kind of approach that President Obama takes across the board. Whether it's in the health plan, financial regulation, and a whole bunch of things that we got to start looking out for ordinary Americans, not just for whoever can afford to get a lobbyist in Washington.